Congratulations on all your tremendous success.
Thank you.
What is your process like when you go to compose something like If Beale Street Could Talk? I know it has like a very romantic feel to it. How do you capture that?
It's a great question. Every movie is its own world, and I think the biggest question at the start is, what is the right sound for this film? And working with Barry Jenkins, we work very, very closely together, and I think both of us sort of know that we don't know what the answers are at the beginning. So a lot of it is following our feelings, and there's a lot of experimentation that actually goes in. With Beale Street, the first thing that Barry said to me was he was feeling the sound of brass and horns, so I started experimenting with that, writing things with trumpets and French horns and flugelhorns, and it was interesting because I wrote a piece of music and showed it to him, and when we put it up against the picture, we realized that it was missing something. It wasn't quite right, and we discovered that we were missing strings and actually cellos, and that, what you were talking about, the sort of romance, the sound of love, we discovered that really was this sound of an ensemble of cellos mixed with the brass, and so that became kind of this musical symbol of love for us in the film.
Very cool. And I know you also worked with Barry Jenkins on Moonlight, so how is that different?
Honestly, it was really just a beautiful kind of continuation of that process. We had the same kind of very, very close collaboration, and on both Moonlight and If Beale Street Could Talk, I began speaking to Barry about these ideas before he'd shot either film. So, there's this period of time where you get to really sit with these ideas and imagine things, and then, once you finally get the footage, you're able to test the idea, because nothing really works until you see it up against the picture, and then you can say, oh, we're missing something, or this works. In Moonlight, actually, one of the pieces that I wrote early on from imagining things, when we put it up against the picture, that actually was Little's theme. It became Little's theme right away. And in Beale Street, for me, it took more experimenting and when we discovered the strings. So you never know how these processes will evolve, but the secret, I think, for us is this very, very close collaboration.
Very cool. And I mean, I'm sure having that relationship makes all the difference in the world.
It's the whole thing. And I actually don't know how else to do it. I think it's really, without that very almost like intimate creative process, I think it would be hard to know what was working, and my job in a lot of ways is to find those feelings that Barry is looking for and that he is feeling. So yeah, it's kind of the only way I know how to do it.
Yeah, and I think people don't realize how important scores are in films, because that's what really captures the feeling sometimes, especially in the quiet moments and the transformative moments.
Yes.
So I think that's very cool.
Absolutely. Well, look, I'm inspired by it. I feel very lucky to be able to work in this industry, and I've always loved film and music and the way that they connect. So yeah, I feel very blessed to be able to work with someone like Barry Jenkins, who himself loves music and loves movies, and we have a very, very wonderful time together. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congrats. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Take care.